What's up, everybody? It's Baseman here. I'm here to make another life diary video. I know it's been a while since I made my first one of the time I almost died, and surprisingly, I'm surprised a lot of people really cared about me that much to see the video and learn about me. Um, what's really shocking about it was just the reaction and like I really I was actually too emotional based on that video. I didn't really think about it when I first released it, but then when I released it now, everybody thought I was so like emotional and depressed, which I'm not really. Past the past. Shit happens, and and now I just want to do this thing because it's been a while since I done this. So this is a second life diary video, and I want to talk about the time I was first introduced to anime. Now, anime right now I enjoy. Anime, I could understand it. I could get along with it, no matter if it's sub, dub, animation wise. With 2D or 3D. I love the work itself. I love the contribution from Japan, and influences from 2D animation and Western animation as we speak. From other children cartoons from like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, etc. But the first time I heard about anime, it was really that time where like Cartoon Network had the Toonami program, Adult Swim, I think. Either Adult Swim or Cartoon Network had this whole Toonami thing going on. But I never really like stay up to watch Toonami. It was more like my family members were, and more specifically were my cousins. One of my cousins, he and his brother were just big anime fans, no matter what. I think their first exposure to it was from Toonami, but I believe it's also like from outside sources, or maybe they discovered it before Toonami. But it was really interesting to see how my cousins really liked this at a time where I was more into like Cartoon Network shows like Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, Dexter's Lab, A Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Just the 2D animation. I was already entertained by that, especially also from Nickelodeon. Like Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron with 3D animation, and me, first seeing anime by my cousins, like them introducing me to series like Dragon Ball and Naruto, One Piece. I just never got to it first. At first glance, like I think it's based on I think it was like from the episode they showed, like a particular episode that either I didn't have enough context or know what the heck was going on. I really didn't connect with these characters much, or really understand what was really going on, even though this was a time where the anime, like the series themselves, they were still dubbed for Toonami fans and for Western audiences. And after that, I really never looked into anime ever again until like around early 2010s, when in middle school, me and friends over there at my local middle school, we started talking about cartoons, but we also brought up anime. And then from there, I mostly just looked up anime and then pick whatever series that my cousin watched when back then in the early 2000s, and then I started watching it. I started watching Dragon Ball, I started watching Naruto, and I started watching One Piece, Pokemon, etc., and like seeing how influential they were. But they were mostly just like shonen, based on shonen mangas. So I decided to branch out from there as well. A little bit more romantic, comedy, slice of life. All that genres that animes has. The more animes I started watching, the more I connect with other people as well. Other people who enjoy watching anime, and I also got in, and I was also introduced to mangas as well. You know, Japanese comics, with friends and family members as well. You know, who's been watching these series and then really loving these series, loving the characters, the story, the sagas, the arcs, and whatever part of the series it is. The franchises, the everything. And there's a lot to talk about, like, and it frustrates me because artistically it's incredible. Artistically they bring something out of Western animation, or maybe something more that Western animation has never brought up or has never presented until anime came in. And with anime, you have 2D animation like series that are influenced by anime. I consider Steven Universe influenced by anime. Other cartoons way back then also influenced by anime, like Samurai Jack, The Last Airbender. All these series that pulls like characteristics, style, and storytelling from anime, they bring it to either 2D animation or live action with television and movies. And it's really incredible to see how anime really brings the best out of people as well. You have many people who like cosplaying as other characters. You have many people who like discussing about animes. You have other people that really enjoy, what's being portrayed and what's being presented to people. And it's good to see how anime really is just another thing that people could really enjoy and people could just like if they put time and effort to it. That's how I was introduced to anime. First I thought it was weird a bit, but then the more time and effort I really put watching it, I find myself enjoying it, like as if I'm watching the new hot thing from television or movies. And it was really a good thing that I was really introduced to animes. If I never was introduced to animes, I think I would never meet great friends, never got along with family members or make a connection with them. And with anime, it kind of influenced me to like also portray stories, write stories more that are more like grounded, either more grounded or more like out there. I want to have stories more grounded and out there, in like also from presentations. It's incredible, and I hope in the near future anime would not be portrayed as something weird or something not normal, even though it's a big phenomenon now. Everybody's now into anime. There's no way. There's still people out there that just hate it just because it's from Japan, or just hate it because they don't understand it. I feel like anime, it's been a phenomenon when it was first introduced, and it's here to stay now. There's no way it's not gonna vanish or decline over the years, because there's a lot of talent, a lot of creativity that people could bring to the table for anime, and also like have anime-ish influences in whatever else we're watching, no matter what. So that's it for my life diary. I know I really didn't like really explain what anime series that really stuck a chord with me. And to say that Dragon Ball, it was mostly Dragon Ball, but right now I also like Naruto and One Piece. I also started watching Hero Academia. I know I'm so late in this. I seen Berserker, JoJo, Goblin Hunter, or whatever that atrocious series that I mentioned. And over the years, like seeing so many different things that with anime, and getting different reactions out of it. That's what I mostly like about anime. It really brings out more emotion than ever than any other entertainment or any other media, really. And that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy my life diary, second life diary about how I was introduced to anime. Shout out to my cousin who's watching this video, or that I mentioned in the video. And for everyone out there, I hope you guys enjoy this video and have a wonderful life.